Hello my friends, and welcome back to the rabbit hole. Today's video is going to be just a chill, laid-back video in which I talk to you guys about my plans for skincare products to test in the year 2021. But I have to tell someone this story. Okay, so you may have noticed I did not put up a video on Monday, even though I said that Sunday's video was a bonus video. So here's what happened on Monday. So Monday morning, I'm in the bedroom, essentially hiding from our vacuum. We have one of those little robo-vacs, and I absolutely hate the sound of vacuums. I've told you, I am a cat. I guess I have a human form by day. I don't know. I hate the sound of the vacuum. I hate it passionately. So I'm hiding in there. I hear a loud crash come from the living room area, which, by the way, this is the living room area. So I'm in the bedroom and I'm going, oh no, I know what that sound was. I come out here, the vacuum is pitching a fit, and the camera and the lighting equipment is all on the ground. I am freaked out. I am trying to get everything set back up. I'm trying to turn the camera on and it's not turning on. So, I do what any professional in this instance would do and start whacking the camera, which typically works. Please don't try this at home. Somehow this worked. I managed to get the camera on, managed to get the light back on, but everything was really blurry. So for the past few days, it's been incredibly blurry, and I've known I need to somehow sit down and straighten this out, but it's really difficult to fix as this is such an old camera that it doesn't do the autofocus that you're probably used to with YouTube. So fast forward to this morning. It is now a Wednesday morning, and I'm feeling defeated. I'm thinking, am I really going to let the robot revolution be what ends my YouTube channel? That's it? That's the end of Alice in the Rabbit Hole because of a robot? I got determined. I was like, what can I do to work on this focus? And I need to work on the focus of the camera. It's gonna be a pain in the butt, but I need a person. We still have this virus going on, so I can't just be like, hey, come over and sit in this chair while I fix the focus. But I figured out what to do. Everyone, please meet my giant sloth who sat in my chair and waited so patiently while I worked on the camera and adjusted the settings to perfection. Actually, slightly more perfected to the sloth than my face, but we're trying over here. So we are back in business. I can finally sit here and say, welcome back to the rabbit hole, all because of a sloth that I bought for $5 at Goodwill. Might I say, I am incredibly good at problem solving on the cheap. I promise we do have a topic today. I want to talk to you guys about all of the skincare that I want to try next year, and I've got a list. I've got a running list. I am taking suggestions, so I hope this is a fun video for you guys to watch. Just leave me your thoughts in the comments below. Say, no, don't try that brand, or try this brand instead, what have you. Okay, so first off, I wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to be trying in this upcoming year to post skincare reviews on Mondays. This wasn't any kind of an intentional thing that happened. It's just when my trials in the past have ended, but I think it's a good day to upload skincare trials. And what I want to make sure I do is go back and actually film some videos on brands that I talk about constantly and yet somehow have never made a dedicated video. So that would include the Pixie Clarity collection, Peach and Lily, Primera. There might be others as well. If there's any brands that you can think of that I've mentioned and yet haven't said much about, just let me know. Let me know if you want more videos. My main goal, the very first trial that I want to film, is I would like to redo Good Molecules, or perhaps we should say Good Molecules 1.1. I feel like I've never seen the level of progress with any other skincare brands that I've seen specifically with Good Molecules. This is a great story. This might be a really chatty video. Let me go ahead and tell you what happened with Good Molecules and why I really want to retrial them next year. So let's see, about a year and a half ago at this point, Good Molecules sent out some PR, and I was one of the people who received their PR. So they sent me a box of 4 skincare products, and I put a review up. But the thing is, my review was kind of mixed. I loved 2 of the products, actually really loved one of them, the toner, but the other 2 I wasn't that blown away with. In fact, my skin didn't look that great after using their products. I tend to suspect because their AHA product contained essential oil ingredients, and for me, I already have to be cautious with AHAs, and throwing essential oils into the mix probably not the best idea for somebody with a little more sensitive skin over here. So, I said all this in my video. I uploaded a video and I said, this is why I suspect these products didn't work out for me. See, here's the thing. When a brand sends me PR, I genuinely don't ever expect them to send me PR again. It's over, it's done with. Great if you liked my review. Oh well, if you didn't, I move on with my life. There's a lot of brands in this world and I'll buy them if I need to, So I genuinely expected to never hear from Good Molecules again. However, they added me to their PR list. You would never believe me if I told you some of the nonsense that I've been through because of my YouTube channel. This channel looks way too small for you to ever believe what I've endured, but I have made brands mad with my reviews. I've seen phrases like regret sending you PR. I've had this stuff happen to me and I just shake it off because I love doing this. It's not that I'm here to build relationships with brands or even become a big YouTuber. I just, for some odd reason, really enjoy filming. And not to say I expected that, because a lot of brands do, recognize constructive criticism, but I did not expect to get put on the PR list. And here's the thing, over the next year, I watched their products evolve so much. I could tell that the team at Good Molecules were listening to their customers. They were watching people say, well, I think that this product maybe shouldn't have had these ingredients. And then lo and behold, they removed all of those ingredients that people were worried about. So this Black Friday, I placed a big order with Good Molecules with the products that didn't work out to me in version 1.0 because I suspect that this time they will. I'm sorry if this is the 4th time I've mentioned how excited I am to retrial Good Molecules. I feel like I've been saying this in a lot of videos. But it's just so interesting to me. I think that a lot of people in YouTube videos were basically giving constructive criticism to brands, but constructive criticism is a difficult concept. Do you take it well, or do you, go on the defense and say, well, that person doesn't know what they're talking about? I just feel like Good Molecules really took that constructive criticism to heart and they improved their brand because of it. And all this time, have I even mentioned this yet? We're talking about an incredibly affordable brand. Incredibly affordable. Comparable to The Ordinary in prices, and yet their products are definitely more cosmetically elegant. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Let's continue because I'm actually looking at rather a long list here. So I added a note that I definitely want to try more Drugstore, but the problem is I feel like I don't know where to start here. I actually kind of feel that a lot of the common Drugstore products, the ones available at Walgreens and CVS versus Ulta, which has such a huge selection, I feel like a lot of those brands kind of underwhelm me. If you compare certain products at the drugstore to brands like The Ordinary and Good Molecules, it just ends up feeling like, why wouldn't you spend less for a better product? But I do think that there's exceptions to this, so I need your suggestions here. I've been thinking maybe Neutrogena. That is actually an Aura suggestion. I bought a couple of their new cleansers and she fell madly in love with them. She said, I always knew I liked Neutrogena cleansers. So that's a maybe there. Brands like L'Oreal and Olay, they're so expensive in comparison to these other brands. So I don't know. I say I want to try more drugstore, but I need suggestions in this category. I do have Versed on my list, and I've actually already bought some products, so this will certainly be coming to this channel. I do feel like the Versed products might be a step up from when I'm talking about with these L'Oreal products and what have you. But at the same time, some of Versed products have surprised me in not necessarily the greatest direction. I'm just kind of surprised to see that they have such good formulations on their moisturizers, and yet their cleansing balm has essential oils, which it's just not what's trending right now. So it's strange. It's strange. I don't know how that's going to go. And yet their moisturizers and their serums have incredible formulations. So we'll see how it translates from, just looking at the ingredients to actually trying the products. I also definitely want to try Kinship. I talked about this brand in a What's New in Skincare video because they recently came to Ulta, and what caught my attention is that this is a brand that is focused on acne care, thank you, and uses retinaldehyde. That's fantastic to see. That's an ingredient where you're only one conversion to that active form of retinol. So I'm very interested in this brand. Absolutely will be trying it. Pyunkang Yul, which I hope I got correct in pronunciation, although I probably didn't. I've been accumulating products from this brand, so this trial is definitely happening as well. This brand appeals to me so much. You know, I love short ingredients lists just because I do have certain sensitivities and certain allergies. So if you make a short ingredients list where I don't have a lot to go through in terms of ruling out potential allergens, I love that. I'm trying to remember what I've purchased so far from this brand. I know I bought the essence. Absolutely bought the essence. I think I bought some kind of oh, there's a great story here. I bought a moisturizer, but I didn't realize that I was buying a body lotion, so I got in this really heavy box. It's a 16-ounce bottle of a body lotion, but it's fragrance free, so it might actually be one of those both products. Also in Korean skincare, I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but Beauty of Joseon is definitely coming to this channel in 2021. I've already been raving about their products since a couple months at this point. I did buy the other two serums, and I've been on the fence about the moisturizer, also the sunscreen. I might just kind of stop buying sunscreen entirely until we have a little more information. Not just Korean sunscreen in general. I think we have a lot more to discuss in terms of SPF filters and SPF testing, so good thing I like the current SPF that I have, I guess. This brand, Rovectin, oh my gosh, you guys got me so curious about this. I think it was the last Korean skincare video that I posted. Quite a few of you were like, oh my gosh, you need to try Rovectin. So I looked into it and I was like, yeah, this is completely up my alley. So I've already bought a couple items here. This one I know I bought the cleanser. For some reason, I talked myself into the cleanser, even though that's the category of skincare where I always have too much. Yeah, I do want to try their cleanser. I bought the essence, of course. Not sure what else to buy, so let me know if you have other favorites there. You know, total side note, but I also would like to try some more Korean makeup. I feel a little held back though, and then I'm so confused by the shade range. Every time I look at the shade range, I get Ladytron 17 stuck in my head. How are there only 3 numbers and that's it? I'm so confused. But back to skincare, I also want to try the brand Stratia. So, oh my gosh, this brand is all over Reddit specifically. I think if I could keep myself on Reddit, which seems to be a bit difficult for me. If I could, I would probably not even know this brand exists, but the brand owner is all over Reddit and people raving about the product, so that's definitely another brand that I want to try in 2021. So I have a lot of brands on my list that I haven't purchased anything from, but I'm seriously considering. So we have Josh Rosebrook, which recently came to Ulta. This is one of those brands where people get very enthusiastic about their love for the product, so that's one I'm very interested in. Kind of same thing with this Beekman 1802 brand. I'm so curious about this brand because they do have a probiotic-centered approach, which is something that I've sworn by in skincare for a long time now. So I'm interested, but their prices are kind of high. It looks like they're kind of a direct competitor to Tula. Do you pick up that? But they have some really nice holiday sets right now that are, 50% off by buying them as a set, so I've had my eye on those. Still a bit of a maybe. Oh, another Ulta one is the brand Coco Kind. Seen so many of you comment on this channel that you love and swear by this brand, and they do have some better prices for sure. I also have the brand I'm From on my maybes list. This is a brand that Wish Trend had a 40% off sale over Black Friday, and I seriously considered buying from this brand, but I felt so new to the brand and just not sure where to start that I talked myself out of it for the moment. Hopefully I don't regret that. Hopefully some good sales come back around because I would like to try this brand. Again, I don't know where to start. I do like that they have their brand divided into these different lines based on, mugwort, based on ginseng, based on rice. I do like that, but I just was struggling at figuring out what each of those is made for. Meaning, are they made more for a certain skin type? I think, what was the products I was just talking about this with? How hyaluronic acid typically means a product is made, for dry skin, it'll be a really heavy product, whereas products made with, what was it? Hold on, I can't remember now. Oh, green tea. Green tea. Yeah, green tea products are often made for oily skin. They're often a very, very light texture, which isn't enough for my dry skin. So I'm worried that that's going to be the case if I choose poorly. So do let me know if you guys have experience with that brand and which products are more for a dry skin. Oh yeah, I have Geek and Gorgeous on my list. So I'm interested in this brand, but this is a brand I'd have to import from Europe. You guys corrected me last time. I think it was Hungary. I'm still interested in the brand. I do like that they too have retinol-based products, and their prices are good. Their prices are excellent, actually. And I think, something that's really nice about trying international products is that the availability is usually better for people outside of just the US. We in the US have so many brands that are just for the US. They don't even ship outside of the country. Jordan Samuel. So this was another brand that quite a few of you guys recommended to me back when I was looking for small businesses, which I still am. I'm just a little more strapped for money for a longer period of time than I anticipated, but I will certainly gather my money together and buy from these brands eventually if you guys think that is a brand that I should review on the channel. But yeah, I don't really know too much about this brand, so if there's specifics, always let me know. Please, if you have experience with the brand, guide me to the good products and steer me away from any that are not for dry and acne-prone skin. I thank you. And please do continue to let me know about any small and indie-owned brands. Something that's actually quite frustrating is that I've been looking for Latino-owned skincare brands, and I just am really struggling to find them. We do have Tata Harper, but Tata Harper's a very luxury category. I'm sure that there are much more affordable brands, but it is a struggle to find them. And I guess that's about everything I have for the time being, which is probably still at least 6 months of trials. It probably is. But thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. And again, if you do have any brand suggestions or product suggestions, please drop them in the comment section below. I just can't even tell you how much that guides my decisions on this channel. It really, really does. So please let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.